Welcome to the story of the Snow Queen. Step through the magical snow gate and discover a sparkling, icy world where kindness is rewarded and laziness comes at a price. A magical fairy tale awaits you. Once upon a time in a village, there lived a widow who had 2 daughters. One was beautiful and hardworking, while the other was ugly and lazy. The mother loved the ugly and lazy one more because she was her own child. The other girl had to take care of all the housework, so she was always dusty and dirty, just like Cinderella in the family. Every day the poor girl had to sit by the roadside near a well and spin yarn. She spun so much that her fingers began to bleed. One day, when her blood stained the spindle, she bent down to wash it off, but accidentally dropped it into the well. Crying, she ran home and told her stepmother what had happened. The stepmother scolded her harshly and then cruelly said, "You dropped the spindle down there, then you must go down and get it." The girl had no choice but to return to the well, though she didn't know what to do. Out of fear and desperation, she jumped into the well to retrieve the spindle. She lost consciousness, and when she woke up, she found herself lying in a beautiful meadow where thousands of flowers bloomed under the dazzling sun. She walked across the field and came to an oven full of bread. The bread called out to her, "Dear girl, please take us out before we burn. We've been baked for a long time already." The girl approached the oven and used a shovel to take all the bread out. Then she continued on and came to an apple tree full of ripe apples. The tree called out, "Oh dear, shake me, little girl. All my apples are ripe." She shook the tree until all the apples fell like rain. She kept shaking until not a single apple was left, then gathered them into a pile and continued on her way. Eventually she came to a little house. An old woman with huge teeth peeked out at her. The girl was frightened and wanted to run away, but the old woman called out, "Why are you afraid, my dear child? Stay here with me. If you do all the chores properly, you can have whatever you wish. You only need to make my bed neatly and shake it well so that feathers fly out. That's how snow falls on the world below. I am the Snow Queen." The old woman spoke kindly and warmly. The girl felt comforted and agreed to stay and help with the housework. She did everything the Snow Queen asked and shook the bed so thoroughly that feathers flew like snowflakes. As a reward for her hard work, the Snow Queen gave her a life of comfort and joy, with delicious meals and never a harsh word. However, after some time, the girl felt homesick. At first, she didn't understand why she was sad, but then she realized she missed her home and her loved ones. So she said to the Snow Queen, "Dear madam, I've been feeling sad because I miss home. Even though life here is wonderful, I can't stay any longer. I want to return to my family." The Snow Queen replied, "If you truly wish to go home, I won't stop you. Since you've worked hard and served me well, I'll take you back myself." She took the girl's hand and led her to a large gate. As the gate opened and the girl stepped onto the threshold, a shower of gold fell upon her, covering her from head to toe. The Snow Queen said, "This is your reward for being diligent." Then she handed the girl the spindle that had fallen into the well. The gate closed, and the girl found herself back in the world above, not far from her stepmother's house. As she walked into the yard, A rooster sitting on the well crowed, "Cock-a-doodle-doo! Our golden girl has come home too." She went inside, and because she was covered in gold, her stepmother and stepsister welcomed her with great warmth. She told them everything she had experienced. When the stepmother saw how rich the girl had become, she wanted her own ugly and lazy daughter to have the same fortune. So the second girl sat by the well spinning yarn. She pricked her finger with a needle and even rubbed her hand in thorns to get the spindle stained with blood. Then she threw the spindle into the well and jumped in after it. Just like her stepsister, she found herself in a beautiful meadow and followed the same path. When she reached the oven, the bread cried out, "Dear girl, please take us out. Take us out before we burn. We've been baked for a long time already." But the lazy girl replied, "Why should I bother? I'll just get dirty." And she walked on. Later she came to the apple tree. The tree called out, "Oh dear, shake me, little girl. All my apples are ripe," she replied. "Sure, let the apples fall on my head, huh? No thanks," and kept walking. When she reached the Snow Queen's house, she wasn't afraid at all, as she already knew about the old woman's frightening teeth. She agreed to stay and help. On the first day, she worked hard, obeying every order, hoping to earn a shower of gold. But by the second day, she started slacking off. By the third day, she didn't even bother to get out of bed. She didn't make the bed or shake it to let the feathers fly. The very job she was supposed to do every day. Eventually, the Snow Queen got tired of her and told her she didn't need to work anymore. The lazy girl was secretly happy, thinking her reward would come soon. The Snow Queen led her to the gate, but as she stepped onto the threshold, instead of golden coins, a large pot of sticky tar poured over her. The Snow Queen said, "This is your reward for your work." Then she closed the gate. The girl returned home covered in tar that stuck to her forever and could never be removed. When the rooster saw her, it crowed, "Cock-a-doodle-doo! Our dirty girl has come home too." And so, the hardworking girl lived happily ever after, carrying in her heart the lesson of kindness and diligence. As for the lazy sister, the sticky pitch stayed with her forever as a reminder. Remember, those who are kind and hardworking will always be rewarded. The story ends, but the magic still echoes through the falling snow. If you enjoyed this story, please click the button below to subscribe and give me more motivation to make more videos. Thank you, everyone.